Well, we're going to California. That's it. That's the message right there. By the way, I came across a very interesting stat that I wanted to share to you guys. But before I share that stat with you guys, make sure you guys do me a solid, hit that like and subscribe button because this stat is about to blow y'all's mind. There's only one driver in this field who, over all these races, has the best finishing position out of everyone. I'll give you a few seconds to think about who that might be. All right, you done thinking? So, with an average start in the top 5 or in the top 10, I have the best average start. We've got 3 poles already this season. We're doing pretty good at that. Hopefully that can continue. That means that Honda actually has put together a pretty decent package, at least on speed. We just got to make sure we can keep it going during the race. But the best average finish in the series right now goes to Joe Nemechek. He is the only driver out of 4 starts this season, 2 top 10s, to have a better average finish than everybody else in the series. That includes current points leader Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, Dale Jr., JJ Yaley, Borisset. I have a 16.2. I'm actually behind Borisset, JJ Yaley, and Matt Kenseth. Like, this is as close, I think, or as low as I've been ever in my entire career so far. Jimmy is a little bit further behind me. Like, you see where the average finishing positions are? We don't have very many people finishing in the top 10 week in and week out. So that means that every position really does matter this season. And that's crazy to think about because, years ago we didn't have to worry about that. Now we do. How's that for season 5, huh? Now, California is next, and I am very interested in bringing a chassis that can wear out the tires well, but also have pretty good grip. So I'm thinking chassis number 3 will be the one that we're going to use because, of course, after this, we go to a speedway or super speedway after we go to New Hampshire. So it's California, New Hampshire, then super speedway. So we'll also be using our speedway motor because it's the only one we have. And we will actually be using the speedway body this time over the generic body. The generic body is for tracks like, road courses and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and have a 68 rated car. Honda has taken my words at face value coming off of the last race. And if you missed that, it was bad. Our engine started overheating several times. We just got lucky to keep it alive and we didn't have to DNF or retire the car. Although on the flip side, engine wise, that did leave us with an engine that does not particularly have enough health. So it's currently being repaired. But Honda's taken that information from all the Honda teams because every Honda team had that issue. Ours was just a little bit more on the extreme edge because I just wasn't lifting for the most part. And they're taking all that information and they're going to put it in for our B-Spec motor. And that's going to hopefully be coming soon. When? I don't know. It's going to affect every single engine in our garage, though. I know that much for sure. And I can't wait. So, let's head on to California. This time with a really good car. So far this season, we haven't had a repeat winner yet. I hope to change that. And although Bobby Labonte did win the shootout, he technically doesn't count because he hasn't won in the regular season so far. So if he wins in the regular season, he'd actually technically still be a new winner despite winning the shootout. Car is kind of, I don't know how to say this. It's kind of like it's porpoising a little bit. It does not feel like it's fully in on the track, and that's going to hurt our lap time. As we come across the line 19th, I feel like there's still more in this car. And there's something wrong with the car. It's like the front end is trying to swap with the rear end. And it's like the rear end trying to drive the front. And I don't know how else to really explain it. It's a very peculiar feeling. Like the car wants to turn a little bit right before going left. But I just don't know. So we'll probably have to make an adjustment in happy hour. But it finally feels like we have a decent enough motor to kind of keep up here.
Good speed. We'll start near the front.
10th place isn't bad. I'll take it.
Thanks for joining us here in Southern California for another NASCAR Winston Cup Series event. Pit strategy could be a major factor in this race, Barney.
Well, you're right. Fuel mileage is a big concern for a lot of teams. All the green flag racing means they'll have to be very careful when they decide to pit for fuel.
The 07 car, who's currently in the top 10 in points, will try to reach that next step, the top 5.
Yeah, he needs to focus on this race. A poor finish can quickly bounce you out of the top 10, but a win can gain you several positions, might even put you in the top 5. We'll see what happens.
The 53 car is causing a lot of problems for Tony Stewart.
NASCAR has been known to park guys who can't behave themselves on and off the track. I don't think we have that type of situation here, but everyone would be better off by just getting back to racing.
The 56 car would like to break this run of bad luck he's been having at the speedways.
Well, his crew chief assured me this morning that they've got a fast car. Let's keep an eye on him and see how it goes.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
You know, I realized that Penske has taken to the BMW platform a lot better than I anticipated because they keep qualifying up near the front. I'm not even going to lie to you. So I do have Brian Vickers on my inside, so I couldn't just dive down. And I noticed that the 84 is also back here, plus the 43. So it's nice to see that there were quite a few Honda Civics in and around the top 15. That's big for us. Jimmy is all the way back in 28th, but I do expect him to catch up in time. So I don't really feel like we're going to struggle too much. I do feel like there's a good car for us today. And we've got the downforce for it, so I think we'll be good. Got to stay away from Casey Kane. He should be 3 wide. Whoa.
You're clear. Take it easy on those tires.
Woo! I don't know about you guys, but I felt like that wall was coming at a rate of knots, and I'm so glad that we're okay. We lost a lot of spots, but it's better than us having the car up in the wall.
We're falling back. Focus on your marks, buddy. The 99 car is coming left.
So it's worked out. It worked out a little bit. It sucks that we lost so many positions, but lap 2, and we've already had to save the car once today.
Car inside.
That was one hell of a drive, too,
Let's go
to keep that car off the wall.
Steady. 3 wide. Okay, we're clear.
Man, everyone is everywhere on this track. I've got to try. I'm trying to find like some open space, but these guys are going 3, 4, almost 5 wide. It feels like, you know, they're spreading out. Now I know last time we raced here at California at night, we had some issues with our car long run wise.
3 wide. Hold that line.
I hope that this time we don't have that same issue that we had last time we were here, because if so, that's going to be sad as I get Kyle Busch into the wall. Things are breaking down back there behind us, and I am so sorry. I moved up the track and got into Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch got hooked into the wall by someone else. It looks like Kyle is able to get back going, though, so shouldn't be too bad. It's not like what I did to Kurt Busch last race. But you know what? Single file gives us a chance to reset. I apologize, though, for Kyle Busch. That was not my intention. Yeah, I moved up thinking I was clear. I wasn't clear. Looks like the 7 car of Robbie Gordon got a huge hit in that. But it looks like Jimmy may have gotten out of that. No, he got some damage. I think he ran into the 99, like right into the 99. It looks like Joe Agee also got some damage. I am going to pit early, though. Never too early to play a little bit of strategy here. 43 laps of the race, and we're already 5 laps in. I'm thinking fuel mileage now. And besides, these guys wound up coming down pit road last time we made a run in a race, aka at Richmond. Why can't I do the same thing lap 6? So I'll go ahead and take my pit stop now, and I'll catch you guys on the other side of this. All right, guys. I mean, call it a self-imposed penalty as well. We'll just call it that. I imposed a penalty on myself for causing a caution with Kyle Busch. I told you today was going to be a better driving standards type of day. So I will take the knock for the Kyle Busch damage. I feel bad. Kyle was actually running decent up until I got involved. So I'm just going to I was going to draft with him for a while, but it seems like he doesn't really want to work with me. And I understand.
Still there. Keep digging. Oh, yeah. Great pass, buddy. Clear all around.
Car's just a little arrow tight here.
Number 5 is passing high.
Don't let him by, but try not to hold him up either.
Didn't want Sterling Marlin to do anything weird to our car here, so I really wanted to make sure I got past him as safe as possible. And it seemed to have worked. But we are back here with some slower cars. I mean, Jamie McMurray, the Daytona 500 champion, Jamie McMurray. And no, this year we are not a win in your in system for the chase for the cup.
Save your tires.
There is no win in your in this time.
For him is in your rear view mirror.
Hold it steady. 3 wide.
Just top 15 in the standings and you get through to the chase, to the chase for the cup. No elimination. He even came up. I don't think he was trying to block. I think he was trying to give me some aerodynamic help there, but it worked almost like a block. I did have to get out the accelerator there, so I'm not mad at Steven for that. He's trying to run his race. He has had a lot of bad luck lately, and I think he's just trying to grasp at a straw here and trying to get back up to the field and make his boss Tony Stewart happy.
Attaboy, keep it smooth just like that. There's 4.5 seconds between you and the leader.
Gain another spot. Okay, we're clear.
So we have worked our way up to 31st with the fresh tires. I am seeing what I can do here. A little shocking to see Scott Speed is now in front of me as we get one good run yet again because we have tire advantage. So tire advantage and tire delta is what I'm looking at.
He might try to wreck you.
Number 20 is all over your back bumper.
Go ahead and get on by. He's not going to block.
Got one.
Looks like Jimmy is now in front of me. I'm looking at Jimmy's car. I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't have a lot of damage because, you know, he was right there in the middle of the field when all that went down. Also, current race leader is Clint Boyer over Dale Jr., David Reagan, Greg Biffle, and Elliott Sadler are your top 5.
That's a quick one, buddy. Keep it up. Leader's out front by 3.5 seconds.
All clear, buddy.
Worked my way past Jimmy. Didn't see any damage, anything noticeably bad. Nothing flapping in the wind, so I think he'll be good to go. He's just got to make his way up through the field, and I think he's already working on that.
Go by. He's not going to block.
That's another rearview mirror. You're clear.
The 83 of Brian Vickers felt like he blocked me, but it's okay.
Going inside.
Pit stops have begun, though.
Right behind you. Okay, we're clear.
You let him by.
Trying to work my way past 2 rivals at once. I totally did.
57.
Making up some time.
You're clear.
Take it easy on those tires.
Pit stops have begun at lap 14, and I feel like that's actually really good for us.
Outside.
As Casey Kane is trying to block, and I keep him out of my way. And just like that, we're in the top 5, now chasing after Dale Jr. with the fresh tires and the fuel.
Keep coming. We're getting there. Leader only has about a second on you. Fuel's down to half.
Clear. Coming up on a car exiting pit road.
There's Clint Boyer, guys. Jimmy Johnson has not yet pit, by the way. He is 10th. I'm keeping an eye on the Jimmy Johnson pit crew here.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
Like, that's my biggest concern for Jimmy right now.
The leaders are coming into pit.
I'm just catching up to a wayward Dale Jr. Hello and goodbye.
Okay, buddy, we're faster than the leader. front tire's a little worn.
So with us coming down pit road so much earlier than everybody else, and we're now the current race leader, I am thinking a pit stop sometime around the time everyone else pits would actually be more on the cards.
Right about now.
I know that sounds a little insane,
Okay, we're clear.
but I feel like a pit stop with these guys will actually put me on track for possibly no more stops. I think we'll actually be right in that window where we can make it to the end. So we need 18 laps. This helps, especially with the tire wear issue, as Jimmy is still out here on track with me. At least according to what I'm seeing on timing and scoring, it could be Jimmy Johnson, could be someone else. Might be Jimmy though. Oh, that's Clint Boyer.
The 07 car up high.
All right, 4 tires and fuel. Nope, Jimmy actually was a little bit further behind. Do I tighten the car? I want to tighten it. I'm not going to make an adjustment like that. 4 tires and fuel.
As the driver hits his mark, the crew will go around.
And we have a mistake.
The right side first, change right side tires. 1 can of racing fuel going in. The crew will now swing over to the left side. This will be a 4-tire stop. 4 tires and 2 cans of 76 racing fuel.
It's a shame that we had a mistake there.
Now that's the car in the air. Now he's got to make up that time out of the racetrack.
Clear all around.
Had to make sure Jimmy wasn't on my outside.
Number 3, it's up high. Number
So I can
9,
merge here.
clear.
Just in front of Travis Quapple. Now I'm in 12th, and we'll see where Jimmy kind of cycles out.
Car inside.
He was second.
Still beside you.
Jeez, Front Row Motorsports got some cars this year.
All around.
Shame that they're running a part-time schedule. Jimmy is cycled out in 30th.
73, 27.
We're 13th. So gaining all that time with those fresh tires, getting a somewhat decent pit stop, and we've now moved up to 13th in the race, and we were running back there in dead last.
15 is still there. Hey,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
clear.
Clint Boyer has re-inherited the race lead, by the way. David Reagan is second.
The 31 car is gaining on you.
If I could have stretched the car to lap 25, I think wholeheartedly we could have made it on one stop. However, we're going to have to do a short stint at some point in this race.
The leader is about 6 seconds ahead.
And on the short stop, I think I'm not going to take tires. Or if I do come down and take some tires, it's going to have to just be rights only.
You might try to rattle your cage.
Number 9 up high. 37, 18.
That was your best lap of the day.
3 wide. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there.
Yeah, I knew we would be good, guys. I had a feeling when we unloaded from the truck, we were pretty fast, except for what felt like the car just wanted to swap the rear end around with the front, as David Reagan is still trying to chase down that 07 car of Clint Boyer. Clint is checked out from the field. This could be a Clint Boyer win if we're not careful. So the teams that will be looking to try to make it to the end from with just one more stop will actually stop on probably lap 25. That will put them in the window to potentially run out of fuel right near the line. So give or take 1 lap.
Got one down low.
They'll be plus or minus 1.
Clear on both sides. Car low. Still there.
Nowhere for me to go with these big BMWs blocking the air.
3 wide. Car up high. 37, 71.
You got some passes left in there somewhere. I know you do. Leader's out front by
There is not much I can do with Travis Quapple constantly passing me on my low side. I don't know where he's getting these runs from,
All clear, buddy.
but he's fast. I'll give him that. That 34 car is bad fast. Look at that. He just center off. He's untouchable. Jimmy is currently right now 25th. Joe is 31st. And Steven is back there in 35th. Still struggling on these speedways.
Okay, we're clear.
I believe his teammate and team owner is getting the better equipment as he is currently running 15th in these same cars.
Hold your line. He's still there.
Oh my gosh, Travis Quapple is still there, guys. 3 wide with Travis Quapple.
3 wide. Oh, yeah. Great pass, buddy.
I haven't given a really big shout, by the way, to AJ Allmendinger. Dinger has been running in 3rd place much of this entire race as Ron Hornaday, Jeremy Mayfield, Kenny Wallace have hit pit road for their final time. If I can pull a little bit more on this gap here from the guys in front of me, I think when we come down pit road, we should be good. As long as my pit crew doesn't shaft us. But it's going to come down to Clint Boyer and Dale Jr. at this point. I think they may actually wind up winning this race if I can't work with AJ Allmendinger to bridge that gap to second. As Dale Jr. makes the pass on Clint Boyer.
Might be time for a new
That's actually 2 RCR cars. I just realized that. As I go ahead and get the slingshot here on AJ Allmendinger, who pretty much just moves over for me to make the move. So thank you, AJ Allmendinger, for believing the one Honda philosophy. Cars beginning to wash out here. Loose in, loose middle, loose off. 3 wide.
Clear all around. Going inside.
Making the decision now. I'm pitting now. All right, I got the car down here. I'm not going to loosen it. I'm not going to over tighten it. 13 laps. Actually, really more like 12. Nothing extra, nothing fancy. We're just going to have to go at them with pure speed and hope. We started pulling in Dale Jr. before we started getting really loose. But we've kept the car as clean as possible, actually. Got a few marks on the right side, but, I mean, this is a clean race. Minus the Kyle Busch issue, but I made amends. JJ Yaley's going to beat us off pit road.
Take it easy. Right inside.
There goes Clint Boyer.
18. It's right behind you.
And for some reason, Elliott Sadler.
Carlo.
He can try something if he catches you.
All clear, buddy.
So the stage is now set. Basically, this is true position. Robbie Gordon has inherited the race lead over Martin Truex Jr., Justin Labonte, David Strimmy, Jeff Burton. Dale Jr. is on pit road. But I do not think we'll have the car for this. I didn't get to Dale Jr.'s draft in time, so I think he's going to pull up behind the 19. He's going to slingshot the 19 and immediately go after Clint Boyer. As I've just realized that Brad Keselowski has pulled the 1 car behind the wall. His day is done. All right, I've got to the back of Elliott Sadler here.
The 19 car up high.
And make easy work, easy-ish work of the 19. As he's still there. Still there.
Keep digging.
He's on my right rear quarter panel. I felt him this time.
37, 30.
And I finally move up to, close off this move. Now it's all about the guys in front of me. We do have a slow car on the backstretch. Hopefully it's not a Honda, but we'll have to see. It is a Honda. That's the 83 car of Brian Vick. I ran up too high against the wall. First real major damage on the car this entire race as Travis Quapple has rejoined the chat. My word.
Got one down low.
What is Front Row Motorsports on with this car?
You're clear. 3850.
Dig, buddy, dig, dig, dig. This is between you and the leaders, 2.5 seconds.
Bro got like the run from Narnia from behind us.
Careful now.
So I'm hoping that the 83 car issue was just an isolated event, although we did have our own overheating problems last race. So it could just be an overheated engine.
Still beside you. Keep digging. Run at third, buddy.
Dang, Travis.
Clear all around.
Okay. Sorry, I may have pinched you a little bit, but that didn't mean you just run up into me, man.
37.
Dude almost took me out. As I really wish I could be up there fighting Dale Jr. and Clint Boyer. Whoever wins this race is going to break the tie of the tie, but the consecutive race winner, new race winner this season. Sorry, guys. I don't know if y'all can tell. I have gone back to work every single day, 5 days a week. It's really putting a toll on me mentally. Like, I'm tired every day. Yeah, when the car washed up the hill and there was nowhere for me to go after that, I went from 2.5 back to 2.9. Of course, that also includes the whole Travis Quapple debacle.
Margin between you and the leader. Fuel is at half. Your left front tire's a little worn.
And the car is beginning to get a little unruly because of the tires wearing out. I think my true position is probably third, maybe fourth if I decide to let AJ Allmendinger by. It all depends. Maybe we'll get something that happens near the front. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Can't hold my breath for it.
38, 34.
But AJ Allmendinger's already here.
On the leader.
Run out low.
I have nothing for AJ Allmendinger. He went low off the corner, and I honestly think he's going to make that pass. As a matter of fact, I'll make his pass for him. I'll just get out the accelerator.
Trying to wreck you.
Clint Boyer has nothing for Dale Jr. I think Dale Jr.'s got some momentum over there.
Got one down low. Clear all around. 3857.
You got some passes left in there somewhere. I know you do. The left rear's getting worn.
It's amazing what a win can do for your season. I mean, a win for Dale Jr., and suddenly
Car outside.
he's just that guy. He's him.
Hold your line. He's still there. Drop back to forward.
Look out, man.
You're clear.
I don't think I'm going to be getting this position back from AJ Allmendinger, honestly, but
Come on, buddy.
again, we've seen stranger things in racing as JJ Yaley is now running into me.
There's about 5 seconds ahead.
You're clear.
JJ Yaley has absolutely pounded the wall. I got a comment a few videos back about wrecking JJ Yaley after this whole Texas debacle. And JJ Yaley consistently keeps doing this stuff. I promised that this race I was going to do good. I did good. All things considered,
What's up, guys?
I did good.
Awesome race.
I haven't forgotten the JJ Yaley payback though. It's coming when he least expects it.
Not very many caution laps in this one.
Well, I'd say the fans would probably have liked to seen more excitement. I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of caution flags.
The 53 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
You know, these NASCAR Winston Cup race teams absolutely love drivers who take care of their cars. Makes their jobs a whole lot easier when they aren't having to spend extra hours in the body shop each week.
The 53 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
Well, when you're out there beating and banging on guys, some feathers are bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at New Hampshire.
I did my best. I got a lap led. Okay, I led 3 laps. I'm one of 4 drivers who have led a lap today. So I did my best. Dale Jr. wins. after beating the brakes off of us. And Clint Boyer finished second. Just just missed out on it. We saw the pass happen in front of us. We just weren't close enough to really commentate too much on it. But I am happy to see that there was another Honda that finishes third, with AJ Allmendinger grabbing that third place finish ahead of me, which is okay. I let him kind of go by, and I knew our tires weren't good enough. So letting AJ Allmendinger go by helps his point standings and helps Honda altogether. The more Hondas that we have potentially in the top 15, the better. And if that means I just have to sacrifice a position here or there, so be it. I finished fourth. JJ Yaley did finish fifth after trying to beat my rear end in near the end there. Travis Quapple finishes sixth. That man had a car that was gripped up to all hell. I really hope that they get caught in post race tech inspect. They had to have been doing something illegal. Elliott Sadler, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, and Greg Biffle round out your top 10. A very quiet day for the most part for my teammate, Jimmy Johnson, just coming home a quiet 17th place finish and just earning himself 27 points. That actually does beat Tony Stewart by 1 point, so he does gain there. But I think honestly, Dale Jr. may have jumped into the points lead with this win. I am not entirely sure. I know I've been kind of lockstep with him lately, but he also got those extra 10 bonus points, and I think he was less than 10 behind me. So it's either he's the points leader or the points gap has gotten really significantly smaller. We'll have to see how that looks. A little bit further down, also though, Joe Quiet Day in 28th place. Steven, yet another quiet day down in 33rd. The good news is I can say that it wasn't too quiet of a day for the 5 car because he finished 32nd. Yeah, we're on Kyle Busch watch now too, guys. So keep that in mind. We're going to be watching what Kyle Busch does. Eric Almirola got into it with the 13 car. 13 car winds up finishing a lap down. Eric Almirola finishes 38th. I think those two's contact on pit road may have affected their race a little bit. Brian Vickers lost an engine, and Brad Keselowski, I believe they said it was a rear end gear failure that led to him just bringing it back behind the wall. He only finished 29 of his laps. I don't believe there was a big concern for Honda. Brian Vickers had the speed in qualifying and had the overall pace for the most part. He was up there. It just didn't seem like the engine wanted to hold up long enough. And I understand we've had our issues with Honda motors for the last couple of weeks. So maybe it was his time for him to get hit by that bug. It happens. It's okay. But we'll just kind of keep moving. Let's head back to Atlanta and get ready for New Hampshire, which is an even tougher speedway. I have not taken a look at the race stats screen. I have not. We're going to look at it together because I feel like there's got to be a shift. By the way, congratulations to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for being the first repeat winner and the first winner this season to go back-to-back as well. Good job for him. You can tell that I'm excited. I'm happy that the 3 car made it back to victory lane. I'm not happy that Dale Jr. was the one to break the streak of different winners. So Tony Stewart is still the points leader. I am 11 points behind him, with Dale Jr. being 12 back. This is now a really close top 5. We're 29 points apart from each other. If any one of us has a bad race, we could be down the line again. If you remember correctly, Dale Jr. actually had issues at Watkins Glen, and now Dale Jr. has won back-to-back races and is right back in the points hunt. That is huge. So it is Tony Stewart, me, Dale Jr., Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth. That's your top 5. Kurt Busch, JJ Yaley, Clint Boyer, Jeff Burton, and Jimmy Johnson are your top 10. A little bit further down is Elliott Sadler, David Reagan, AJ Allmendinger, Bible Labonte, Paul Menard. That's your top 15, and that's a tie for top 15. Jeff Gordon 16th, Robbie Gordon 17th, Mark Martin, Carl Edwards, and Jeremy Mayfield are your top 20. Jeremy Mayfield has only finished or started 10 races this season, and we are on race number 12 or race number 11. So he missed 1 race, and he is now in the top 20 in the standings. How? David Strimmy. Denny Hamlin is struggling. Actually, Denny Hamlin's lost a few more spots. He slid down the points pylon, and now that I think about it, I don't recall saying Denny Hamlin's name much. I think he finished 21st in the race. Got speed. Ryan Newman, Kevin Harvick, your top 25. Casey Kane down in 27th. Jamie McMurray, Daytona 500 winner. Jamie McMurray in 30th. Steven down in 32nd. Martin Truex Jr., the previous season's Daytona 500 champion, down in 33rd. Ryan Vickers, of course, didn't finish well in the most recent race. Joe is up to 35th, though. Brad Keselowski is down to 36th, and Kyle Busch is 37th, just ahead of Joe Nemechek, and Travis Kvapil almost worked his way into the top 35. He's already won a race this season, and he's already looking pretty darn good. I think Joe Nemechek wound up missing this race, which is why he still is 9.7 for his average finish. I believe my driver average as well went up with this finish. Yeah, it did. I was like 16. Now I'm 15.1, which is great. But Tony Stewart is still up there. And so is Dale Jr., Greg Biffle, JJ Yaley. So a little concerning there. But everybody calm down, because we have completed a shop edition for the body forming tool, which is perfect for us. And now we can take a look at something else, maybe body drafting for simulation, or maybe even downforce with the sheet metal plates. I'm not sure, but I am really looking at the tire wear. And I remember correctly, or if I remember correctly, there was a comment that said I needed to work on tire wear. This is one way for us to do it, which is through the skid pad. And I think it's about that time we do that. So I will go ahead and get I'll take $600,000, get it done in 6 races time. We'll go ahead and book that in right now, because we need that chassis grip or tire wear to get better, because the wear is horrible. Now, engine wise, I have heard from Honda that there is going to be a massive upgrade soon for the engines. How soon? I don't know. It could be heading into New Hampshire. It could be heading into Tiburon. We'll have to see. I don't know what Honda's got planned. They're cooking something in the background. Whatever they're cooking, can you smell it? Yes, you can. For the record, yes, you can. All right. Now, before I make this decision on the body, I do want to throw that one body in for some overhaul. I believe we have, Speedway, Super Speedway, Speedway, and then we go to a road course. Yeah, we got time. We're going to go ahead and throw body number 4 in for an overhaul using the upgraded stuff. So now we're going to have better downforce and drafting for it. So we can just go ahead and do that for that generic body and get that out the way. We'll be reusing body number 3 because it is a Speedway body. And we will be reusing engine number 4 because it is the Super Speedway or the Speedway engine. Chassis will also probably go the same way with the generic chassis, as we're still overhauling chassis number 4. And that's fine by me. I'm okay with that. Hopefully we'll see something come of the team. But if you don't mind, do me a solid, hit that like and subscribe button for my pain and suffering. I am doing these type of recordings really late in the nights for me, because I get off work pretty late, and I get home and I have to do things with my family and my wife and my daughter. And then by the time I actually get around to recording, it's really late for me. So hopefully you guys actually are okay with today's episode. I know I did a couple of stumbles here and there. Speech wise, it's just tiredness kind of catching up to me, and I apologize if I was a little less understandable than normal. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Be easy, everybody.